Article 101 of the Constitution of Uganda mandates the President to address the country at the very start of every financial year. While opening the third session of the 11th Parliament, Speaker Anita Mong informed the country that so far 38 bills have been passed during the second session.
Value-Added Tax Amendment Bill 2023, the Excise Duty Amendment Bill 2023, the Lotteries and Gaming Amendment Bill 2023, the Tax Procedure Code Amendment Bill 2023.
During the state speech, President Museveni expressed his pleasure over the presumably good performance of the economy, whose gross domestic product has grown to $49.4 billion, 30 times more since 1986.
The NRM government took administration of the country. The size of our economy was equivalent to US dollars 1.5 billion. That's what it was in 1986. Today, our economy is about US dollars 49.4 billion. In other words, the economy, this is if you use the exchange rate method, in other words, the economy has expanded by more than 30 times since 1986.
According to the President, continued implementation of the troubled parish development model, Emyoga oil and gas sector are crucial, as he highlighted how recovery of economies in Asia Middle East is a benchmark. Locally, the GDP is expected to grow up to $156.7 billion since in 5 years as inflation drops.
This growth will arise from 1. Economic stability as a result of low inflation. 2. Establishment of more manufacturing plants, factories. Ugandans, when you hear plants, don't think they are talking about crops. Plants in this English of theirs mean factories. I don't know why they call them plants. Amakorero. Continued implementation of the parish development model. 4. Support to small and medium-scale enterprises through Emyoga circles, the youth and women funds and other initiatives. 5. Increased oil and gas sector activities. And 6. Growth in regional trade and the positive impact of the continued recovery of the economies of in the Middle East, Asia, Europe, and the USA, which provide markets for our exports.
In the 2023-2024 financial year, economic priorities are led by peace and security, with over 7 trillion for governance and security, effective implementation of parish development model, transport as the SGR remains focal, renewable energy utilization through solar-powered irrigation system for modern agriculture hasn't been left out, as corruption is to be further addressed.
In the next financial year, 2023-2024, the following key strategic areas will be prioritized. Peace and security of person and property, number 1. Effective implementation of the parish development model and Emyoga. Acquisition of right-of-way and starting the construction of the standard gauge railway, as well as finalizing the rehabilitation of the meter gauge railway. Number 4, investing in small-scale solar-powered irrigation systems to address climate change and ensure food security and eliminate the erraticness in agricultural production.
According to legislators, the prophesied hope by the President simply has to be complemented by fizzling out corruption tendencies, as taxation, the mineral industry, and administration, among others, lead in the corruption crisis.
The President is trying to show us that it's no longer tomorrow, it is now, to see Uganda improving and to go to middle income status, to money economy. Because if you see the dream we had before about 2040 vision, now it's shortened. It's like tomorrow. If we want to see Uganda going on, we should start now doing development things.
For economic growth is there, but it still hasn't caught up as the time before COVID. So there is something moving to positive, but it is not yet sufficient. That's what I can say. So, and secondly, the data being used by the president, even himself, he said this is data from finance, means they don't respect the whole country. So the data is not well distributed countrywide. This is average data. So when he talks about 6%, it doesn't mean that the whole country is 6%.
He has not said new things. That's unfortunate. He has not said new things, and what we require is implementation. Because this blame game, his speech was full of blaming.
The first meeting of the third session of the 11th Parliament of Uganda has been concluded with the president highlighting on the economic performance of the country, which he says is at $49.4 billion compared to the years before the NRM came to power. Samlanifa, Smart24 TV, Business Today.